Welcome children to my class again. So children, what I have uploaded for 9th class ICSE, that is the one dimensional motion up to part 3. There I have explained about the speed, velocity, acceleration, its mathematical derivation, etc. Today I am going to teach you the graphical representation of the linear motion. And I will try in the next my part, I will upload the numericals of the Ratnasagar book, and after that I will try to upload the numericals of the Selena book also. So after learning the graphical representation only, you can do the numericals, and whatever the equations of motion it will come after that also I will teach in my next videos. So children, are you ready for today's period? Today what we will learn? That graphical representation of the linear motion. Now without wasting time, let's start our topic. So children, as we have learnt already about the speed, velocity, acceleration. So before starting the topic, just I want to remind you what is the formula of the speed. So what I have taught, that speed is the relationship between your distance and the time. Distance by time is known as your speed. And velocity, that is your displacement and time, because as you know that distance and displacement, there is only one difference, that distance is your scalar quantity and displacement is your vector quantity. So now children, you remember now what is the scalar and vector? Only is the difference is your direction. Like this, your between speed and velocity also, speed is the scalar quantity and your velocity is your vector quantity. Only the difference is your direction. So in your graph also the same thing will reflect. Means whenever you are drawing the distance time graph, it will show your speed. Whenever you will draw the displacement time graph, it will show your velocity. That is the difference. And another one what I have taught, that is the acceleration. Now you recall just what is the acceleration? Acceleration is your velocity by time. That is the formula and you have learnt. So that velocity time graph, if you are drawing a graph between the velocity and time, that is only known as your acceleration. So today on that graphs only, distance time graph, displacement time graph, velocity time graph, what they are represents, what their shapes represents, that we will learn one by one. Now let's start. Now children, whatever I have taught you right now only, that I have written. That distance time graph means it is a geometrical relationship, geometrical representation you are doing in a graph paper. So it is known as a geometrical relationship between whom? Distance and time. Distance travelled by a body and the time taken is called your distance time graph. Means you have to draw a graph between the distance and the time taken by the body. So distance must be in your meter, time must be in your second, because as you know that the SI unit of your speed is meter per second. That's why distance you have to take in meter and time you have to take in second. Very important big question for your exam point of view, that only it will ask. Whenever you are doing a distance time graph, what is the slope it is representing? The slope of the distance time graph gives the speed of the body. Means if you want to show the speed of a body, then whatever the shape it will come, that slope of the shape is known as your speed. Means different types of slope it will come. Maybe it will come the straight line, horizontal line, like this it will come different shape. Right now only I will tell that one, that how many types of distance time graphs will come and what they are representing, that I will say you. That is known as a slope. So the slope of the distance time graph what it is representing? It is representing the speed. The maximum time the bit question is coming in your exam. Now children, let's go to the different types of the graph when the body is in rest or uniform motion, whatever it will come. Now I will explain. Now children, see here. First condition is your body is at rest. Now when you will call that body is at rest condition. Whenever you the time will pass, but the distance is not covered by anybody or by you. So let's first you are in the rest position, means your time will be 0. After that time is passing, means it is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this it will go. But distance traveled, as you have seen, let's at that whenever you are watching, that time we will start from 0, and you have already distance traveled, that is the 15. And time is passing 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, but distance is not increasing, that will remain 15 only. So you can say that distance same and time is passing, means body is at rest condition. Now we will see in the graph what will happen. Suppose children, you can see that one, it is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, it is your time. Suppose distance is your 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like this. So as I told that it is your 0, means in 1 second, your 0 second the distance is 15. In 1 second also your distance is 15. I will do the dots. In 2 seconds the distance is also 15. 3 seconds 15. 4 seconds 15. 5 seconds 15. Like this you see already I have written. So all are 15, means how that graph is there. What is the shape of the graph? Then I will do the shape that it will come like this. So it is your shape of the graph, means that is the parallel to the x-axis. So this shape of the graph represents that your body is in rest. But what is the graph? That you have to remember, it is your distance time graph, and it is the speed. As your distance is not increased, as your distance remains same, but time is increasing, that's why it will come like this. So if your line will be horizontal to the x-axis in distance time graph, then you can say that the body is in rest condition. So it is the very important question for your exam point of view. Maybe graph will ask and your condition will graph will given, condition will ask, or condition will given and graph is asking. So both the cases will important for your exam point of view. Now children, just watch it properly for 1 second, and the next condition we will read. Now children, let's see the second condition. What I have written here, the second condition, that is the body is at uniform speed. Uniform speed already I have taught you that if a body covering the equal distance in equal interval of time, already I have taught. If you didn't remember that one, then you watch my previous video. That a body covers equal distance, equal interval of time. So first of all, let's take the equal interval of time. First of all, let's it is the 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. See all equal interval, 1, 1, 1, 1, all are the equal interval of time. Now let's take the distance. Suppose 0, it is the 5 meter. Then after 1, it is the 10 meter. 2, it is the 15. Like this it will go. So now you can see that one. Everywhere equal interval is there. 5, 5, 5, 5. Everywhere it is there. Now see the graph how it will come. See. In 0 it is the 5. In 1 it is the 10. Now in 2 it is the 15. Now in 3 it is the 20. 4 it is the 25. Again another one will be there. Suppose it is the 30. So it 5 it is the 30. So now see how that is coming. So you can take from here also. at 0, if 0 time you will take from rest, that is the 0, then your graph will come from here. Otherwise it will come from here. So like this your graph will come. So it will come your as a straight line graph, and this is known as your, that if it will come like this, this is known as your slope. How it is bending, that is known as your slope. So if your graph will come like this, otherwise for your better understanding I will tell you, suppose for 0 it will start from 0, we will start from 0, suppose rest position we will start. So another graph I will say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, suppose it will come. So from 0 position, suppose we will start from here, So how that graph will be? That graph will be like this. Here like this it will come. So this is known as your slope. So it will come a graph like this. So that time it is called the body is at uniform speed, means it is traveling equal distance in equal interval of time. So that is also a question, very important question for your exam point of view. Suppose this type of graph will be given in your exam, and it is asking that what is this graph represents. So you have to say that body is at uniform speed, and very important thing children, always I am telling, that must be the graph between the distance and time. Otherwise it will ask in your exam that draw a graph between the draw a distance time graph for uniform speed. So you have to draw a graph like this. So both the questions are important. Now children, see for 1 second. After that we will go for the next condition. Now children, the third condition is body is at non-uniform speed. So for this you have to recall the definition of the non-uniform speed. That there I have taught, in non-uniform speed your time interval is same, but your distance traveled by the body is not same. Now see here, two conditions will arise, means whatever the distance traveled by the body, it is increasing, but it is increasing non-uniformly. The interval is not same. See here, time interval is same 1, 1, 1, but here see 0 to 2, 2, 2 to 5, 3, 5 to 9, 4, 9 to 5, 16, 15 to 25, 10. So the distance traveled is the different, but all are increasing only. So that time how the graph will come. Now let's draw. Suppose it will start 0, means it is 0. 1, in 1 second it will come the 2. So in 1 second it will come, suppose here it is the 2. Now in 2 seconds it is the 5, means here it will come 5. Then in 3 seconds it will 9. 9 means here 10 up 2 means 3. Here it will come. Now 4 means 15. Here 4, it is the 15. It will come like this. Now your 5 is 25. 5 is 25. Like this it will come. So how your graph will be? Now I am erasing. Now you can see the shape. The graph will like this. Means if your distance is speed is increasingly, but in non-uniform manner, the graph will like this only. If the distance is decreasing in the non-uniform manner, so what will be the shape of the graph? Now see, suppose here again it is the 0. Suppose it will go first, suppose it is the 10 meter. Then after it is the distance interval is the 10. Then after it will go the 15 meter. So here it is the 5. Then after it will go the then 17. Here it is the 2. Then after 17 I will do the 10, 15, 18 I will do. Then after here I will do 20. Then after suppose 21. Like this it will come. Means you see that it is the difference is 10. It is the 5. It is the 3. It is the 2. Then 1. So if like that manner it is going, now draw the graph what it will come. Now see, 0 to 0 it is the 0. Now it is the 10 meter. So 1 means it is the 10 meter like this. Then after it 2 it will go 15. 2 means it is the 15. Then 3 it is the 18. 3 means 15 to means it will come like this here 18. Then 4 means 20. It will come like here 20. then 5 means 21. Suppose it is. So your graph, see, like this graph will come. So now I am erasing and I am drawing the graph. The graph will be your like this. So if your distance, the interval is increasing, so that time the graph will like this. But if your interval is decreasing, then your graph will like this. So both the graphs will come under your body is at non-uniform speed. Now children, let's once watch for 1 second. Next, after that I will go to the next graph. Now children, let's go to the displacement time graph. As I have told that there is no difference between the distance and displacement. Only one difference is there, that is the direction. If direction is attached with magnitude, that time it will turn to displacement. Like this, distance time graph represents your speed, and if direction is attached, it will turn to the displacement time graph. And that time, very important question, again I am telling you, that is the exam point of view, that slope of the displacement time graph gives your velocity of the body. Only that is the difference. If distance time graph, that time it is the speed. If displacement time graph, that is the velocity. The same conditions will arise. Now only I will show the shapes only, because already I have discussed. Only same graphs will come, same shapes graphs will come, and same conditions will come. Again I will tell in the shortcut manner. So what are these conditions? Body is at rest. Body is at uniform velocity this time. Body is at non-uniform velocity, and in non-uniform velocity also two conditions will arise. Now one by one, let's see again. Just I want to remind you. Nothing other than that. Same thing will come. So body is at rest condition. Here in rest condition, only you have to change the same thing only, but here the distance that time, right now it is the displacement time graph. So displacement time graph, rest condition. That time I have taken the 15. Now you can take the 10, 5, 20, 25, anything, but the shape of the graph is like this only. Now I want to draw this. Now you just remind, as I have drawn that time, that is the parallel to the your x-axis. Here also the same thing. Body is at rest condition only in a definite direction. So it is your rest condition. Now go to the second condition. What I have told that one, that is the uniform speed. That time I have taught you. Here it is the uniform velocity. The same type of graph will come in the uniform velocity. Just remind children, what is the shape of the graph that time? Like this only. So here also the same thing, that is your uniform velocity. Now the third condition I have taught you that time, non-uniform speed. Here it is the non-uniform velocity. So like this only your graph will come. If two conditions are there, if your distance increases, that time it will come like this graph. If your distance decreases, your graph will come like this graph. So two conditions, the same thing in case of velocity, only direction is attached. Now go to the next graph, that is the velocity time graph. Now children, next type of graph is your velocity time graph. So you have to remember, velocity time means which physical quantity is with the velocity time. That already I have discussed in the previous videos, that is acceleration. Acceleration is equal to your velocity by time. That's why whenever you are representing in the graph or geometrical representation of acceleration, that is your velocity time graph. So according to this, as I have told, that here the slope of the velocity time graph represents your acceleration. It is also very important question for your exam point of view. So you have to remember that one. One mark question will come. Now like this different shapes will come. Here also three types condition will come for your acceleration. You have to remember the definition of acceleration also. Acceleration means your velocity increases with time. The opposite it is there also, that is the retardation, means your velocity decreases with time. So maybe it is your acceleration, maybe it is your retardation, but no need to write the retardation, because retardation is one form of the acceleration only. Only velocity increases, then only acceleration. When velocity decreases, then only retardation. So if it is asking in your exam that what is the slope of the velocity time graph represents, directly you can write the acceleration. No need to write the retardation. But here we will draw all the graphs. for retardation also, for acceleration also. But in that time also 3 types of graph are there. When the body is at constant velocity, means your time is increasing but velocity remains constant, that time also acceleration will come, but that is the zero acceleration. I will write that one, that point again after the class. I will totally recapitulate the main points. So here the velocity is one of the is the constant velocity. Second condition is with time your velocity increases, but how? That is uniformly, means as I told, suppose your time interval is 1111 second, so velocity interval also the same. Third condition is your non-uniform velocity, means time interval is same, suppose 11, but your velocity interval is not same. That is the 3 conditions for acceleration. Like these 3 conditions for retardation, means velocity decreases. Now let's discuss one by one. Now children, let's take some values. After that we will draw the graph. So time in second, but as I told that time interval is same. Suppose it is the 0, it is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Here your velocity, as I told, velocity is constant. You have to remember. Anywhere from you can start. Suppose in 0 it will be the 10 whenever you want to watch it. So already you are watching from 10. Suppose it is in 0 second, it is 10. It is also 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Velocity constant. Means time is increasing, but your velocity, whatever you are remaining, that only it remains. You are not increasing or decreasing your velocity. Now take the points. Suppose 0, it is the 10 as I have taken. Then in 1 second also it is 10. In 2 seconds also it is 10. 3 also 10. 4 also 10. 5 also 10. Now see the shape of the graph. Now I want to draw it. How? See. It is also parallel to the x-axis. Now it will come. So see children, the shape are remaining same, only your parameters are changing. That times also this type of same came. So don't be confused children. So shapes will same, but due to these parameters only, that slope of the graph, what it is representing, that is changing. So as here the parameters are velocity and time, you have to mention the unit also. Velocity is meter per second and t is your time. So that time your acceleration, if this type of graph is coming, so it is, you can say that it is your constant velocity. But that time is what, again I want to remind you, that time it was the displacement time or your distance time. That time the body was at rest. But here the body is not at rest. The body is moving. But how it is moving? It is moving in constant velocity because the parameters are velocity time graph. Now children, understood? Now see for 1 second. Now go to the next condition. Now children, see here the second condition. That is the uniform acceleration, because that time velocity remains constant. That's why no acceleration is there, no velocity increasing. But here velocity increasing. But how that velocity increasing? That is the interval is same. So I have written here acceleration, because as velocity increases with time, it will turn to acceleration. It is the definition of acceleration. Already I taught you. So how that velocity is increasing again? That is uniformly. Means suppose that 0 it is the 0. If 1 it is the 5. If 2 it is the 10 meter per second. If 3 it is the 15. It is the 20. It is the 25. Like this it is increasing. Now see, time interval is 1, 1, 1, 1. Velocity how it is increasing? Here 5. Here 5. Here 5. All are the intervals you can see. So here it will turn your uniform acceleration. Now draw the graph. This one. In 0 it is the 0, it 1 it is the 1, 1 it is the 5, 2 means 10, 3 means 15, 4 means 20, 5 means 25, like this it will go. So now see the shape of the graph. I want to draw this one. See how. So it will turn also like this. See, that time also this type of graph you got, but here the parameters, due to parameters only, this is the definition is changing, the value is changing. So children, as I am telling, in the graphical representation, parameters are very, very important. That time it was the uniform velocity or uniform speed, but this time it is your uniform acceleration, because it is the velocity time graph. So whenever the graph is asking in your exam, you see that what is the parameters. Parameters is very, very important. If you won't mention the parameters, if you won't see the parameters of that graph, then it will be wrong. So here the shape of the graph or the slope of the graph representing the uniform acceleration. Now see, next go to the next condition. Now children, see the next condition, that is the non-uniform acceleration. So already I have written the values, that non-uniform acceleration means your velocity is increasing but not in the orderly increasing. They are increasing, you see here time intervals are same, but here the difference is 2, here the difference is 3, here the difference is 5, here it is 7, here it is 8. Means velocity increasing but the intervals are not same. Now see the graph how it will come. 0 means it is the 0, 1 means it is the 2, means somewhere it will come here. Now it is the 2 means it is the 5, like this it will come. 3 means 10, it is the 3 means 10, like. Then after 4 means 17, means 15, 17, somewhere it will come. Then 5 means 25, it will come like this. Now see, the type of graph is like this. So again you got the same type of graph what you have got in the last time. But again I am telling, as parameters are different, as the parameters are velocity and time, that's why it is the condition of your non-uniform acceleration. As velocity increases, that will term as the acceleration. Now in case of retardation, only I will tell just opposite. The same type of graph will come, but just opposite type of the shape it will come. Now let's see. Now children, uniform retardation means, as I told, velocity decreases continuously but in uniform manner. Means suppose in 0 second the velocity is the 25. In 1 second it will be the 20. 2 second it will be the 15. Then 3, 10, 4, 5. Then after 5 means it is 0. Now draw the graph. 0 means it is the 25. Here it is the condition. Then 1 means 20. Here it is 1 means it is the 20. Now 2 means 15, means here like this. 2, 1, 2, 15. Suppose like this. 3 means 10. It is like this, 10. 3 means 10. Now 4 means 5. Then again 5 means that is the 0. Means suppose that my band is coming, so it will come like this. Scale. I will put by the scale only. Like this, the straight line it will come. So it is your uniform retardation, means your velocity decreases continuously but in uniform manner. That is the graph of the uniform retardation. In that time you got this type of uniform acceleration, but here you will get this type uniform retardation. Now go to the second case, that your velocity decreases but not in the continuous manner. That I will draw like this. Suppose see, how is it? Suppose velocity decreases 20, suppose it is the 20, but here it is suppose 17. Here suppose it is the 15. Here suppose it is again 10. Here suppose it is the 20. I will do it 15, it will do, means it will okay. 15. Then after here it is the 17. 18 we will do. Then after the 15. Then after the 15, then 10. Then after it is the 0. 9. Suppose I will do. Now see. So it is 0 means it is the 25. 0 means 25. 1 means it is the 15. Then 2 means again it will come here 18. So like this it will. So your graph will come like this. Like this it will come. So if you will draw, this is called your non-uniform retardation. Means if you will draw, that time you will get this type of graph, that is the non-uniform acceleration. Here you will get the non-uniform retardation. So this is all about your graphs. Now I will give you the points of the, I will write all the points of the what is the recapitulation work. You have to remember all the points so that you can write in your exam. What will be the bit questions it will come, I will write all the things. But remember children, always from the graph question it is coming, either graph has given and it is asking about the slope or what it represents. Otherwise it will ask to draw a graph. So both the things are very, very important. You have to remember all these things. Now let's recapitulate all the points. So now let's see children, two important points. That is the slope of the distance time. As I have underlined all these things, that is the key points for you to remember. So the slope of the distance time or displacement time. As you know that distance time means your speed and displacement time is velocity. For a body is at rest. Whenever you are drawing a graph between the distance time or displacement time, that time the slope will come is the 0. As you have already seen that is parallel to the x-axis. Now the second thing, the slope of the velocity time graph for a body with no acceleration is 0. Means again you have to remember that is also the horizontal line, horizontal to the parallel to the x-axis only. The same type of graph you got that time also. So the same graph, here the distance time or displacement time, here the velocity time graph. So in both these cases the slope is 0. Here that time the body is at rest. Here the body has no acceleration. So both these important points you have to remember. So children, now for today's topic, this is the thing only. The next part we will read about the different types of the numericals and the equations of the motion. So children, before going, as I am telling every time and I am requesting also, please subscribe, share and like my channel. And for today, thank you.